Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. So, we're going to be carrying on with stuff over here. I've put down 2 stations so far. I'm likely to be putting down 2 more. One for the exports of limestone, and then one for the import of concrete. But I don't quite know where I want to put those yet, because I'm thinking I might try and place things in different locations based on what productions are going to be going where. The limestone station most likely be down towards the actual limestone miners, because there's another one over that way as well, so I'm thinking I might put that station out the back this end. So I finished clearing away everything that was all the kind of production stuff that was already here. I've still got all the truck stations to get rid of, along with all the foundries. But I'm immensely bogged down with materials, so I think I should go and dump all of these materials into another container, and then we can clear away the last of these bits and maybe figure out where the foundries are going to go. We need to work out the numbers on what we can support with what we got. So yeah, let's just stick this right here. And I'm going to say store all, take a couple of bits that I know I'm going to need. Give me my fuel. I also need to go and pick up some more of that, so maybe I need to head back to the hub area to go and pick up some more. But yeah, I want to figure out what I'm going to be doing with all of this shit. So for now, let's just fucking tear it all down and give me a load of resources that I'm not going to be able to do anything with. Oh yeah, this is going to be the big one. Getting rid of all of the fucking mess that's underneath here. Along with these fucking stupid balancers that I put in. Oh, I'm going to have to try and find a better way of dealing with all that stuff. I'm sure we'll work something out. Alright, foundries are all gone. I've made a massive mess of the floor. We're doing okay, I think. So, I'm going to work out how much I can support with the foundry, or how many foundries I can support with the iron that we're going to be producing. But this is also going to work, we're going to have to work out how much concrete we're going to need to supply in order to be able to support everything, and whether or not we can actually do that. Okay, so I'm going to go with 52 foundries. That should be a good number, I hope. In order to supply that with concrete, I'm going to need 2.34 thousand, so 2,340 per minute. What's that by the belt speeds? So 2340, divide that by 480. Okay, 4.875 Mark IV belts could support that, or 3 belts at Mark V. So if we could maintain consistent throughput with concrete from a train station, we'd only need 3 Mark V belts. That's not bad. How much do you need a minute? 45. 45 is pretty reasonable. But now it's a matter of where they're going to go. I also just realised it wasn't concrete that I was meant to be talking about, it was coal for this bit. Concrete comes in later. As for concrete, let's just extend this over a little bit and connect up this bit of floor. So what I'm thinking, how much is a full bank of this going to produce? So we've got 30 per minute. It's going to be 300 per column. So if I were to do, if I were to expand this out on the far side, I could still support 20 of these machines operating full capacity. So it'll work out at 600, which I could put onto a Mark V belt. So I don't really need to worry about doing any weird, tricky belt stuff with all of this. So that's fine. And then we could say one column of smelters would be able to support 12 machines. And then if I were to push that up to 6, or to, not 6,000 iron ingots, we can maybe make that up to 26. So, what would that be? 26 times 4. That would be 104 foundries in total. How much is that going to be producing a minute? 4.68 thousand steel ingots. Fuck, that's a lot. So I really need somewhere that I can expand a foundry setup. Okay, I've got an idea. I want to make sure I get the height right for it. So what I might do is have this slightly more elevated part of the platform. I'll extend it out over this way, and this will be where we put the foundries. Yeah, I think this could work. Certainly works for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's not your factory, is it? So, I'm just being a dick. Though I do need more concrete, and I also need to get rid of some foliage, because I don't want these trees poking through the fucking floor. So I'm going to go and find some more concrete now that I've cleared some more space. It's looking very empty over this way, but we're going to change that. We're going to fill it up with some stuff. I do want to go and check what the... I know there was another limestone node over this way, wasn't there? Whereabouts was that? Aha. I think it pinged one even further up this way as well. Okay, we'll have to go and check that. Because if we can get more limestone to export out, that's just going to be brilliant. So there's you, which is impure. I haven't got any beacons on me. So I'd like to try and make as much use of... Oh, pure. Hell yeah, we're sending you off to the bunker. Or at the very least, we're hooking you into the export station that's going to be over here. Because why the fuck would I not do that? That's going to be a lot of concrete to use. Or limestone. Whatever. Right, let's start figuring out what the spacing's going to be like on the foundries. Oh yeah, they occupy like one complete foundation space, don't they? That's probably a bit too over the edge. Possibly. I'll try this again. That's a bit better. Get that arse just resting nicely on the edge there, mate. Thank you very much. So, right, how do I want to set this up? Because this could be a bit tricky, especially with the ratios that I've got to try and maintain. 22.5 and 45. Like, those are not numbers that are particularly fun to deal with. I don't know, we'll figure something out, but... yeah, so what did I say we were working with? For now, yeah, I was going to round the number down to 52 foundries. So is that... what's that going to go well into? None, particularly. Like, 8 works out at 6.5. So if I were to do 8 columns, or columns of 8, I mean, I'd need 6.5. But I mean, that would also mean that would be 4 either side. So if I were to make it like 16, I'd need 3.5 or 3.25. Yeah, if I were to do like banks of 16, that could actually work quite well. Yeah, that's not too difficult to support. With the current tech, that kind of just about pushes the limits on what I could support, actually. So if I do like columns of 8 on either side, So that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I have just remembered the thing with all of this is going to be getting the mergers in, because the outputs are on one side of these. I mean, I could try just adding more mergers in. That might be able to work. Could see if that's a thing that could happen. So yeah, if I were to set things up like this, let me get some mergers. This gap here is kind of the awkward bit. This is why I had them facing just a singular direction before. I mean, one way I could combat it would be to offset where these machines are, so that the outputs are directly opposite each other. But that's going to look a bit weird. And yeah, I can't... Oh, can I? No, that's trying to get it in that side. Is there a chance I could connect this? No, there's not enough space for me to be able to register a connection between the two of them. So that's gonna have to be something I do differently. Okay. What if I were to do... Where's production? I need foundries. So it would be more like this, I think. We'd have it like that. I mean, I don't like it anywhere near as much, but if it's gonna make things more efficient with this whole system, then that's what we're gonna have to do. So all of those can go away. We'll do this. We'll just shift them all over a little bit. Oh, I've got their arse hanging out over the edge again. Have I done the same with the ones on the right? No, they're perfectly lined up. It's these ones that are the problem. So there's our weird offset setup. Yeah, I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's going to do the job. So we need, what was it, 3 1/4 of those? Yeah, 3 1/4. So 3 columns and then 4 foundries on their own. The trouble with doing things in this weird offset manner means I'm never quite sure if things are lined up right. But I think I'm getting it. So I've got my platform all set up. I'm running low on encased industrial beams, so I need to go and grab some of those. And I'm also running very low on fuel, so I'm going to go and grab some of that as well. I'm hoping that I've got some over by the hub, because otherwise we're going to need to take a drive down to oil too, and that's a fucking long way off. Oh god, I've got a shitload more steel beams over here as well. I thought I'd just check to see if there was anything in these random boxes, but oh boy. Yeah, I think I might be out of fuel, so we need to head off to oil 2. Okay. I have a feeling this was going to happen eventually. Now, what's going to be the best way to get there? No, I think I know. I'll take the old truck route and divert and go off in a different direction. Because it's been a while since I've been down that way, so I don't quite remember. I think I'm just going to set up a storage container down here. Because 2 of these belts are still not in use. So I may as well just set up a merger or something. So that I can connect this to here. This to here. And then plug that in and just get a shitload of fuel. And now we watch the power spike. Because I still need to come down and finish this bloody outpost. Or power plant, or whatever I want to put it as. but I want to grab as much fuel as I can, so I'm just going to wait for this to fill up so I can fill my inventory with it. Alright, maybe I'm not going to wait around for my inventory to be completely filled. That's more than enough fuel. 1,359, yeah, I think it will last a while. Because I really need to get back. I've got some stuff to do. Need to lay down some more foundries. Right, back to building foundries. I want to finish getting these columns, at the very least, like, sort of established. Like, putting in the framework for, like, the initial machines so that we can build the columns off them. Because I don't know where all the time's gone on this episode, but it's just fucking disappeared. So I'm going to put in as much of this stuff as I can. So this will be column number 3. That's in the wrong fucking spot. That's better. Have I got this one in the right spot? No, I haven't. I think that should be about right. Yeah, that looks it. I'm going to go with that. So, full column, full column, full column, and then I need 4 foundries on this bit. But when we come round to upgrading all the miners, we'll be able to increase the amount of smelters and then foundries that we're going to be operating. So, this is going to be fine. He says with an air of confidence. He still thinks it's going to be an absolute bloody mess. But what are you going to do? I don't know. Figure it out when we get somewhere else. I don't know. I've run out of steel pipes now. Great. Now I'm missing concrete. I get half a column of smelters down. Foundries. Whatever. Fucking thing that makes the melty metal go clunk. Finished. Done. Then I run out of something else. It's a fucking struggle being me trying to do one of these projects, because it's just a fucking back and forth constantly. I've also just realised that I forgot to take another train station into account when like figuring out what I need here. I need an import for coal. Oh, that's going to be a necessity, isn't it? How am I going to make all of this steel without any coal? But we could probably stick that, I don't know, with the limestone station. So we could have an import and exports thing for kind of more low-end materials, I suppose. You know, things that come directly out the ground. So that could be one way of dealing with it. We could maybe shove that out the far end of this, and then the rest of the foundries can extend down this way. But that, in 3 and a bit columns, is 52 foundries. Oh, I'm looking forward to sorting out all the belts for these. Hopefully I'll be able to organise them and sort something out that's going to be a little bit better than what we had, because there's still remnants of that down there, and I really don't want to go and look at the mess. But I am going to have to leave this episode off here. I apologise if not much got done. I don't know where the time went in this episode, so I feel like I haven't really accomplished much. But we have figured out where we've got our smelters and now our foundries, so we're slowly piecing this new layout together. What I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to sort out all of the belts for underneath the smelters and the foundries. And I'll start trying to tidy things up a little bit more, maybe try and clear away some of the old infrastructure and figure out where I want to start sending things like ore belts and all that kind of stuff. So we'll slowly go about getting things connected, and I'll try and figure out where I want to put some other stations as well, so we can really figure out what this place is going to look like and see it start to take shape. But for now, I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, jump me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Very small hive mind with a singular purpose of chickens. But hive minds can still be dangerous.